Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. Earlier this year, Michael Mann from the University of Pennsylvania predicted the busiest hurricane season on record with 33 storms. The hurricane season is almost over, and the number of storms has been just over half of what Michael Mann predicted. But instead of admitting that he was wrong, Michael Mann posted this. For those who are keeping track, that's named storm number 18. Only 11 seasons going back to 1851 have seen that many storms. So Michael Mann is claiming that he knows how many storms there were every year going back to 1851. This is the same misinformation which he was spreading in his 2006 paper. In that 2006 paper, Mann claimed that tropical cyclones had increased from 1871 to 2005. In response to Mann's 2006 paper, Chris Landsey from the National Hurricane Center pointed out what Mann was doing wrong. Prior to the satellite era, we have very little knowledge about what was going on with storms in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Landsey pointed out that during the hyperactive hurricane season of 1933, we don't have any information about storms which were going on in the middle of the Atlantic. Unless a ship happened to pass through the storm, we wouldn't know about it, whereas now nothing is missed. Chris Landsey described Michael Mann's assertion as not reasonable. Landsey said that improved monitoring in recent years is responsible for most, if not all, of the observed trend in increasing frequency of tropical cyclones. That was almost 20 years ago, and yet Michael Mann is still spreading exactly the same misinformation. During September, Michael Mann said that defeating Republicans was the equivalent of defeating Nazi Germany in World War II. And then during October, Michael Mann said, Trump doesn't worship God, he worships Hitler. But as is normally the case, Michael Mann wouldn't let anyone respond to his madness. Today, President Trump said, my first week back in the Oval Office, my administration will inform every college president that if you do not end anti-Semitic propaganda, they will lose their accreditation and federal taxpayer support. I will inform every educational institution in our land that if they permit violence, harassment, or threats against Jewish students, the schools will be held accountable for violations of the civil rights law. On July 4th, Michael Mann tweeted, understand that Biden won't be replaced by another Democrat. There won't be a brokered convention. It will be Trump versus Biden. So stop this foolishness now. Democracy and the planet are now literally on the line. This is the moment. And to those who are promoting this narrative, I honestly have no way to know if you're a troll, bot, useless idiot, or weaponized disinformation victim, but I will block you all the same. Michael Mann has made a career out of spreading hateful misinformation, and for this he's loved by universities and Democrats. Toto has been pulling back the curtain on climate misinformation for more than 16 years. You can visit him and his family on the web at realclimatescience.com.